Desperation can breed very erratic behavior, right? I mean, like when somebody gets desperate, they can do something that they don't normally do, something that can land them in trouble, something that's just outright stupid. In this particular case, we're talking about Alyssa Mercante. Okay. There's, if you don't know who Alyssa Mercante is, we talked about her briefly in my previous video about the video game industry no longer having any leverage over gamers. Now, Alyssa Mercante, along with Chris Kendrick, who we're going to talk about less here, is at ground zero of Gamergate. Remember, she's the one who wrote the article, Sweet Baby Inc. doesn't do what you think it does. Now, Alyssa has done a lot of different things to antagonize her ideological enemies over the span of 2024. Well, now she's playing victim and she's trying to take her enemies to court for defamation. This shit, when you get a hold of, man, I'll catch y'all up.
Mama, I remember we would sleep on that floor. Cardboard box had the tape down. I was a chick.
So along with, you know, a great many people who have risen during this Gamergate war, the shining star of it all is probably Smash JT. Maybe outside of Grums, it's Smash JT. And Smash has really been a thorn in the side of Alyssa Mercante. Because she's done things as deviant as going after his wife, right? Like, who does that? Who takes an online conversation about video games and instead of keeping the conversation between the two people, she instead decides to go after somebody's wife? Now, whatever, that's one thing. Now she's upset and she wants to take Smash JT to court for defamation, and you won't believe what for. Let's go ahead and look at some of these claims that Alyssa Mercante has. Why don't we? Now, before we can even talk about the actual claims, guys, we got to talk about the person that she's hired to be her lawyer, okay? Because this shit is absolutely hilarious, guys. His name is Lane A. Stalemaker, okay? He's Alyssa Mercante's legal counsel, and apparently he has his head on straight. Going to start a GoFundMe to dox the shit out of some people and have me show up on their doorstep and kick them in the dick. Who's with me? God damn. Yep, perfectly reasonable counsel there, Alyssa. Continuing, just kick them over and over and over again until they barf up blood on my shoes, then stab a bloody boot print right on their big dumb faces. Oh my God. All right, Mr. Stalemaker, you all right over there? I'm just saying because I want you to know that this letter from Alyssa Mercante and her counsel came from completely reasonable people, okay? I just want you to know that, all right? So let's continue. So let's go ahead and we're only going to read portions of this lawsuit because this shit is absolutely blasphemous, okay? Let's read this. So, we write to you today as counsel for Alyssa Mercante. You have made unlawfully harassing and or defamatory statements about Alyssa Mercante. We are writing to request that you voluntarily retract them and publish an apology. So, first of all, not only do they want him to retract these statements, but they want a public apology. They want this man to bend the knee in public, okay? So it ain't just about, you know, shutting him up. They want to shut him up and make him bend the knee. It's important to understand that, okay? Let's continue. On or around March 30th of 2024, you tweeted horrification. What's that? Like what Alyssa Mercante does, sucking dicks in her off time for money. You then repeated the claim on April 1st, 2024, tweeting, how do I put this in a way you'd grasp? The amico was about as much fun as sucking 20 dicks in a row, but instead of being paid for, I paid $10K to do it in response to one of Alyssa's tweets. You then published a video to YouTube on April 4th, 2024, in which you stated Alyssa Mercante has since come forward stating that she used to be a sex worker sucking dicks for money before working at Kotaku. You repeated this statement on YouTube on May 1st, 2024, May 3rd, 2024, as well as your website. It's funny because this is almost like Gamergate 1 come full circle. If you don't remember what happened with Gamergate, which I don't remember, I have to go by secondhand knowledge or firsthand. I don't have firsthand knowledge. That's what I'm trying to say. If you remember Gamergate was about, ethics in gaming or journalism because somebody's girlfriend was out here busting it down for favorable reviews, all right? But I digress. Now we got Alyssa Mercante, a former sex worker by her own goddamn words, who is upset because we speculated about the nature of her sex work. I don't think it's unreasonable to assume that somebody who would participate in any sort of sex work would suck dick for money. That's not illegal, goofy. Let's continue to read, guys. All right, on the next page, they highlighted a bunch of tweets there. Jeff, those statements were factually false, and you knew they were false when you made them. Nah, that's we're gonna go ahead and hit the button on that one.
Why the fuck you lying?
Okay, first of all, no, nobody knew what was true or false. What we knew was that Alyssa Mercante, by her own words, has stated that she was a sex worker before she started working in gaming. Now, to the nature of what her sex work is, nobody knows but her. But the fact that us speculating on her sex work is not illegal and it's not defamatory statements. What do sex workers do? They have sex for money. That's what they do. Now, to the level of which they go to is between them and God. But you put it out there in the public, we gonna speculate, nigga. There's nothing illegal about that. Let's continue to read. There is a gulf between solo nude modeling and engaging in sexual acts for money. The fuck? Are we supposed to know that? Are we supposed to be the fucking encyclopedia for what's considered sex work and what's considered not? Who's actually busting open their cheeks and who's not? No, nigga. You say you was in sex work, everybody's gonna assume you spread them cheeks open, had somebody lather it up, hopefully, and they stuffed the fucking Lego, block right up your ass. I don't know. What else is considered sex work? There's a gulf between solo nude modeling and engaging in sexual acts for money, a gulf you were aware of when you made these statements. Again, how do you assume what somebody is aware of? What, we all supposed to know which sex workers are actually just getting naked and which ones are like actually busting it open? Get the fuck out of here. You did not couch them in terms of possibility, but a definite fact within your knowledge. These statements are not mere insults, trash talk, or rhetorical hyperbole, such as would render them protected speech. You clearly intended the statements to be taken in literal fact, and a jury could easily find that a reasonable person of ordinary prudence would interpret them in that light. As you falsely claim Alyssa is the source of this information, it is facially obvious that you made these statements knowing that they were false. I don't know what this guy's smoking, but I believe he might be getting more than a little change for his services because he's stretching the fuck out of this. He is stretching it. Let's continue. I'm gonna skip ahead. If this matter were taken to court, there is a substantial possibility that Alyssa would prevail. Your statement constitutes defamation per say under both California law, California Civil Code, all a bunch of legal jargon that I ain't finna say. Okay, basically he's saying that if we took your ass to court, we would win. That's pretty much what he's saying. That's a threat. I don't know how y'all perceive threats. I don't know. I get kind of itchy. I want to swing on a nigga when niggas threaten me. Let's continue. Skip ahead. In addition, you clearly have a financial motivation to continue to defame Alyssa. Since you made the first defamatory statement on March 30th, the average number of views on your YouTube channel videos have gone from 1,000 or 2,000 to tens or even hundreds of thousands of views each. Courts have found that where a defendant has profited from the defamation, awards of punitive damages are appropriate. If this matter cannot be resolved amicably, you stupid. Yeah, I don't have the sound, guys. Sorry. If it can't be solved amicably, fuck that word, god damn it, and Alyssa is forced to proceed with litigation against you, we will not hesitate to seek punitive damages from you. We therefore demand that you remove all statements to the effect that Alyssa has sucked dick for money or otherwise engaged in acts of sexual contact for any kind of compensation or advantage, as well as an issue of retraction and apology on every platform and in every medium where the original statement was published, including any not named in, and he continues and he names a bunch of bullshit. So there you go, okay? Alyssa Mercante, the woman who posts her ass every other day on, and y'all niggas can downvote me, I don't care. Her ass ain't bad. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say. Her ass ain't half bad. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see worse looking asses. I'm sorry. I don't know what you want me to say. So at least she's not posting like a ironing board or a fucking, I don't know. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's continue. Smash JT decided to respond back to this, but he did it the legal way. And his lawyer ain't playing no games. No games at all. Now, if you don't know who Ron Coleman is, he is a product of them boys. Listen, this is the one lawyer you don't want to be up against, when it comes to the courtroom, okay? We're talking about, I don't know if that's self-proclaimed top lawyer in New York. This is the MVP lawyer. I mean, you hear rappers talk about him. Plies once said, got 10 lawyers and they all Jewish. That mean they coming for your ass. You know what I'm saying? They gonna make you bend the knee. Ron Coleman is the MVP. Ron Coleman is a counsel at the Dillon Law Group and resident in its New York Metro office. Ron Coleman is a commercial litigator with extensive first seat trial and I don't even know what that word is, experience, who focuses on torts of competition such as trademark infringement, unfair competition, and consumer law. Listen, he coming with the heat. I don't know how else to say. He's coming with the heat, and Alyssa Mercante's lawyer this is like David versus Goliath. I mean, her lawyer is a complete moron, okay? Obviously, by the things that he does on Twitter. So if I was him, I'd pack it in, because this response from Smash JT's lawyer, Ron Coleman, he just took his dick out and just smacked it on the table and said, I dare you to do something. I dare you to do something. Okay. Here is the complete response from Ron Coleman and Smash JT. We represent Jeff Tarzia and write in response to your correspondence of September 8th, 2024. We will not rebut your assertions point by point. None of the statements you attribute to Mr. Tarzia in section 1 of your letter is defamatory under New York or California law, because they are either true or are protected opinion or polemic. Okay. Additionally, your speculation as to what Mr. Tarzia knew, what motivated any comments he may have made, and the financial operation of Mr. Tarzia's social media are incorrect and baseless. For these reasons and many others, your assertion that Mrs. Mercante would prevail if this matter were taken to court is not only unfounded, but is transparently empty threat. In fact, as you are doubtlessly aware, if these claims were litigated in either New York or California, they would not only be dismissed, but it is your client who would be exposed to a potential liability under anti-SLAPP laws in both states. The harassment claims described in section 2 of your letter are just as meritless. A daisy chain of fallacious reasoning, both legal and factually ungirded by yet more speculation about Mr. Tarzia's mindset and activities, and an overblown depiction of the there's a lot of big ass words. I'm sorry, guys. I'm black. You expect too much from me. Central of your client to his work. Mr. Tarzia bears no responsibility, moreover, for any harm your client may have suffered as a result of Kiwi Farms. Your client's heir and her lawyer's condescending letters should be directed to that entity, not Mr. Tarzia. Your demands in sum are rejected. There will be no apologies or retractions from Mr. Tarzia to your client. There will also be no further personal, ethical, or career advice, much less veiled references to our client's family, which are not well taken from your office to Mr. Tarzia. All further correspondence or communications concerning this matter are to be addressed to me. Very truly yours. Holy shit. Ron Coleman snapped. Okay, he snapped. There's no other way to put it. He snapped. All right. Now, this is going to be a very important. Here's my prediction. I don't think that they're going to actually take Smash JT to court. I don't. It's stupid. It makes no sense. Okay. First of all, I don't think that she can afford it without, actually doing a GoFundMe. Now, if she gets a GoFundMe, maybe she'll do it. If anything, if I was her, she might want to grift, okay? Grift. Say you're going to take him to court, take all the GoFundMe money, and run off on the plug twice, okay? That's what you should do, because you're not going to win. The moment that man walks in that court and he sees Ron Coleman on the other side, his dick going to shrink, okay? I'm sorry. Whatever it is that you might have made that ass bounce on that little meat a couple of times for this litigation, but I don't believe this is going to help you, all right? Just go ahead, call it quits. You made your threats. There's a reason why Black Girl Gamers didn't go through whatever legal threats that they made to that Park Place and Smash JT. Not Smash JT, it was somebody else. But either way, guys, we protect it. It's free speech. It is what it is. You mad? You should never put out on the internet that you was a sex worker. I mean, some of these tweets are egregious. Okay? There's one she deleted. I ain't forgot. But there was one tweet where she retweeted a picture of one of Hypnotic's thumbnails where he has the drool. And then she goes, how dare you imply that I don't swallow this? But I'm supposed to believe that there's no possibility you ever, got your ass pounded for a promotion or two. I don't know. I'm just saying. Anyway, I hope that Smash JT wins in court if they decide to take it to court. I don't believe they will. It would be stupid. I just think y'all should just take the L. Take the L. You're not beating gamers this year. 2024 is the year of the gamer. We ain't going for the bullshit. So I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. As always, may the grift be with you. I'll talk.
Oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck
fuck you.